What's happening, everybody? JayShockblast here, and check it out. We've got Black Adam and Shazam, and huge news out of the DC Comics universe, movie universe this week. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, as we all know, is set to play Black Adam in a Shazam movie. Well, so I don't know, man. They're going to do, they've decided to do two movies now. They're going to do a Shazam movie, and they're going to do a Black Adam movie. And quite frankly, I don't get it. The problem, I guess if you could call it that, is The Rock has been attached to Black Adam as a character for a very long time. I mean, quite a few years. There's been talk of it. And as time has gone on, he's just gotten bigger and bigger as an actor, you know, in wrestling, whatever it may be. He's just such a bigger star than he was when all this happened. So, and he also kind of has this, like, misnomer of exactly who Black Adam is. So don't get me wrong, Black Adam, anti-hero, whatever you want to call it, sure. He's been with the Justice League or Justice Society before. He's kind of teetered the line, if you will, kind of like a Magneto. Mostly bad, but, you know, a little bit of good. Magneto, I think, is probably the most apt comparison. Not power-wise, but, you know, you get the point. So, basically, though, he's just, ever since day one, he's kind of been like, oh, Black Adam, he's an anti-hero, you know, like, that's been his thing, and I guess it's to the point where he went in the other day, met with DC, and he's basically convinced them to do a Black Adam movie. And it makes sense because you have a star of The Rock's caliber, but I don't know, like, I guess The Rock can make any movie, but how much are they going to change Black Adam in order to make him, you know, likable, you know, like a hero? Because that's what The Rock seems to think he is. He thinks that he's like a member of the Justice League or the Avengers, you know? Like, that's not who Black Adam is. Black Adam has been one of the most violently evil characters at times. And I feel like they're going to, like, find a way to humanize him. Now, I have not been following Rebirth. I just bought a new tablet. I'm getting back into reading some comics. And I definitely have that on the docket. But from what I understand, Jeff Johns, who is basically like the big executive producer, he's like the Kevin Feige of the DC universe when it comes to the movies and TV shows and stuff like that. He's basically helping change Black Adam as a character in the comics almost to accommodate The Rock. And that's kind of crazy to think you have that kind of influence over a character. So Archer White had asked in the video I did about the Green Lantern Corps movie, you know, why people are upset at The Rock. And to be honest with you, I haven't seen that backlash myself, but if I had to place a guess, it's that. Like, they're basically changing a lot of the history of Black Adam for the sake of, you know, The Rock being able to play him. If anything, I feel like maybe they should just recast The Rock as somebody more important. You know, if it's really important to The Rock to be a big-time, you know, hero, then recast him. I mean, I think he's a little old to be Shazam, but, you know, feel free to make him Shazam, because, like, that's been my thing since day one with The Rock being involved with Black Adam. Like, he keeps talking about Black Adam, and the way he talks about him, it's like he's talking about Shazam himself. You know, like, he doesn't understand the difference between the two. And maybe I'm just putting too much thought into it, but I'm all for comic book movies, but a Black Adam movie, like, of all the bad guys to get their own movie, Black Adam is going to be the one in the DC universe, not the Joker, not, you know, Darkseid, not Lex Luthor. You know, it's going to be Black Adam. Like, I don't even think I mean, not even Deathstroke. Like, I don't think... I guess there's been rumors that Deadshot might get one. And again, that's because Will Smith, you know? It's like actors kind of taking control of characters. Like, it's weird to me to think that those guys are going to be the ones that get their own villain movies. Like, at least in Marvel, when there was talk about a villain movie, it was the Sinister Six, you know? Maybe not the biggest of bad guys, per se, nowadays, but, you know, the Sinister Six, you know, they're pretty much the big bad guys of the Spider-Man universe, and that counts for something, you know? Green Goblin, Rhino, I think it was going to be Vulture, Doc Ock, and I don't remember actually who was in the movies. There have been a number of different versions of Sinister Six, but I think Venom was probably going to be involved. Maybe even Kraven. But, like, those guys, like, yeah, they're not all the most A-level, you know, villains in the Marvel Universe today, but, like, Black Adam is not, I don't think, the most prominent villain, you know? Like, basically, Batman's whole rogue gallery is way more prominent, and I guess I just don't really totally understand why we're, I don't know. Obviously, The Rock has a huge box office draw, so that's why they're kind of pandering to him. But I don't know, guys. I'd love to know how you guys think. What do you think about a Black Adam movie? Because it seems like it's going to happen, so that we can appease The Rock. You know, I guess there's ways they could have done it that could have focused on The Rock in a Shazam movie, but ultimately Shazam should have been the focus as far as I'm concerned. I'm not even a big Shazam fan or anything, and I know there are some people that probably are still, like, weird about him being called Shazam, but I don't know. Like, this is a weird one to me, you know? Like, I think of all the villains in DC to get their own movie, really should have been the Joker, certainly first. But we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys enjoyed the movie or the video. It's late. I'm tired. We'll see ya.